A Journey of Resilience. Introduction. In the bustling heart of New York City, amidst the towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, lived Sarah Mitchell, an unassuming but remarkable woman who would soon find herself at the center of a gripping tale of perseverance, sacrifice, and unwavering resilience. Her life, though not one of glamorous adventures or extraordinary events, was a testament to the extraordinary strength that often resides within the confines of daily existence. Sarah's story begins much like any other in the modern metropolis. It starts with the piercing buzz of an alarm clock that jolts her awake every weekday at 6:30 a.m. This daily ritual, the very essence of routine, signaled the commencement of her journey each morning. But what unfolded beyond that familiar ring, in the labyrinth of her life's intricacies, would soon transcend the ordinary and delve deep into the realm of the extraordinary. The urban sprawl of New York was her canvas, and the subway system, her trusty steed. Each day, she joined the throngs of commuters, a sea of faces and briefcases, navigating their way through the underground arteries that connected the city's diverse neighborhoods. It was in this chaotic symphony of metropolitan existence that Sarah discovered solace in books, using the precious moments of her daily commute to explore far-off lands and dive into the depths of knowledge. Above ground, her professional life unfolded in the towering confines of a Manhattan high-rise. Sarah was a marketing executive, wielding her creative prowess to manage client accounts and lead her team through the tumultuous waves of the advertising world. The demands of her job were high, but she thrived on the adrenaline, using her keen intellect and determination to craft compelling campaigns that made waves in the industry. But Sarah's journey was not without its trials and tribulations. She bore the mantle of a single mother, her daughter Emily being the heart and soul of her world. Balancing the responsibilities of a demanding career with the nurturing care required for a growing child was a high-wire act that Sarah performed daily, and the stakes couldn't have been higher. Yet, amidst the chaos of daily life, Sarah had a support system that was the envy of many. Her parents, living nearby, were the sturdy pillars upon which her world rested. They stepped in whenever Sarah had to work late or travel for business, ensuring Emily had the love and care she deserved. It was this village that allowed Sarah to persist, maintaining her career and securing a stable home for her daughter. The story takes a sharp turn when an unexpected twist of fate casts a dark shadow over Sarah's seemingly ordinary life. A routine annual checkup unravels a terrifying reality, a diagnosis of breast cancer. Suddenly, the world as she knew it crumbled, and her everyday existence transformed into a battleground. Chapter by chapter, Sarah's story unfolds, revealing a remarkable transformation as she confronts her diagnosis with unwavering determination. The treatment, the emotional turmoil, and the immense challenges she faces become the crucible that forges her into a symbol of resilience. In her darkest moments, she learns to lean on her daughter, her friends, and her colleagues, discovering that the bonds of love and support can be the most potent weapon against adversity. Ultimately, Sarah's story is not just a chronicle of a woman battling a life-threatening disease. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit in the face of adversity. It's about finding strength in the ordinary, about cherishing the daily moments that make life beautiful, and about discovering the extraordinary within the realms of the everyday. In a world where the extraordinary often seems just out of reach, Sarah's journey reminds us that true heroism can be found in the most unexpected places, in the heart of the everyday.
Chapter 1. the wake-up call. The sun, still cloaked behind the towering skyscrapers of New York, cast a gentle glow through the sheer curtains of Sarah's bedroom. It was a tranquil moment before the city's ceaseless rhythm engulfed her world. The digital numbers on her alarm clock blinked 6:30 a.m., mercilessly signaling the start of another demanding day. With a groggy yet determined resolve, Sarah reached out and silenced the relentless buzzing of her alarm. She had mastered the art of the snooze button, though today, she decided against indulging in the fleeting temptation of extra sleep. The morning ritual commenced with the kind of mechanical precision that comes from years of practice. She shuffled across the cozy apartment to the bathroom, the cold tiles sending shivers up her spine. The hot water faucet squeaked open, and the sound of running water filled the small space. The steam enveloped her as she stood under the soothing spray, a brief moment of tranquility before the chaos of the day. Dressed in a smart, charcoal grey pantsuit, Sarah descended to the kitchen, where the aroma of fresh coffee filled the air. She prepared her morning elixir with a practiced hand, the rich aroma filling the room. Next came a simple breakfast, scrambled eggs with chives and a slice of toasted whole-grain bread, slathered in butter. It was the kind of breakfast that fueled her body and mind for the demanding hours ahead. As she ate, Sarah's mind began to wander, contemplating the day's tasks. There were client meetings to prepare for, a new campaign to brainstorm, and a seemingly endless stream of emails to tackle. Her role as a marketing executive was exhilarating, but it came with its own set of challenges. The competitive world of advertising demanded creativity, innovation, and the ability to pivot on a dime. Glancing at the wall clock, Sarah knew that her allotted morning routine time was dwindling. With her coffee cup empty and breakfast plate cleared, she moved back to her bedroom to select her attire for the day. Her closet was a curated collection of sleek, professional outfits, each carefully chosen to convey confidence and competence. With her appearance polished and ready for the day, Sarah made her way to the front door. She paused for a moment to glance at a family photo on the wall, a reminder of the love that fueled her relentless drive. Emily's bright smile, frozen in time, was a source of daily inspiration, a reminder of the responsibilities and joys that awaited her beyond the office doors. Sarah's life was a symphony of routines, but beneath the veneer of everyday tasks lay a woman whose strength and determination would soon be put to the test. Little did she know that the ringing alarm clock was not the only wake-up call she would face in the coming chapters of her life's extraordinary journey.
Chapter 2: The Commute. With her morning routine completed, Sarah ventured out into the urban jungle of New York City, where each day was a new adventure, and the subway system was her steadfast companion. Her apartment building, nestled among a cluster of brownstones, was just a stone's throw away from the nearest subway station. Descending into the dimly lit underground station, Sarah joined the daily pilgrimage of commuters. The subway, a pulsing artery of the city, was a realm of its own. A cacophony of sounds greeted her as she swiped her Metro card, and the turnstile clanked open, allowing her entry into the bustling subterranean world. The train cars, with their flickering fluorescent lights and worn-out seats, were a microcosm of New York's diversity.
Each car was a tapestry of humanity, a blend of cultures, backgrounds, and personalities. There was the harried businessman in a pinstriped suit, the hipster with a beard that defied gravity, the college student lost in the world of textbooks, and the elderly lady with a penchant for knitting. Sarah, a seasoned commuter, had mastered the art of navigating the crowded train. She found a spot near the doors, one hand gripping a well-worn handrail while the other cradled a book. In those moments of daily transit, she was not merely a passenger, she was an explorer, traveling through the pages of worlds far removed from the clattering tracks and muffled announcements. The rhythmic clatter of wheels against rails was her soundtrack, a symphony of motion and anticipation. The subway was both a sanctuary and a stage, a place where strangers came together in their shared quest to conquer the city. It was here that Sarah often marveled at the ebb and flow of humanity, the silent camaraderie that existed among those bound by the unwritten rules of subway etiquette. As the train traversed tunnels and bridges, plunging into darkness and emerging into the harsh daylight, Sarah delved into the worlds created by her books. She devoured novels that transported her to distant lands, delved into non-fiction to expand her knowledge, and reveled in poetry that stirred her soul. Her commute wasn't merely a means to an end, it was an opportunity to nourish her mind and spirit. The cityscape outside the train windows shifted like scenes from a movie. Skyscrapers loomed, neighborhoods transformed, and people entered and exited the train with the fluidity of life itself. Sarah's fellow commuters became familiar faces, sharing nods and smiles as they navigated the daily grind together. As the train neared her stop, Sarah closed her book and slipped it into her bag. The journey was coming to an end, but the stories she had encountered during her morning commute would linger, a testament to the everyday magic that infused her life. Stepping onto the bustling platform, she joined the throng of commuters, ready to face the challenges and opportunities that awaited her in the heart of the city. Chapter 2 was not just a chapter in her daily routine, it was a microcosm of her existence, a reminder that even in the most routine of moments, life's wonders and connections could be found.
Chapter 3: The Office. Sarah's office was nestled on one of the upper floors of a sleek Manhattan high-rise, and stepping into it felt like crossing a threshold into a world of ceaseless energy and innovation. As the elevator doors opened onto her floor, she was greeted by the familiar hum of activity that defined her workplace. The open-concept office buzzed with creativity. Rows of desks stretched out, each occupied by a member of her dynamic team. Graphic designers huddled over computer screens, sketching out visual concepts for the latest ad campaign. Copywriters furiously typed away, crafting persuasive messages that would captivate the audience. The office was a symphony of collaboration, where every element of marketing came together to create campaigns that made waves in the industry. Sarah's corner office, with its panoramic view of the city skyline, was a testament to her hard-earned position as a marketing executive. It was a place where strategic decisions were made, and ideas took shape. On her desk, a clutter of reports, client briefs, and a steaming cup of herbal tea awaited her attention. Mornings in the office began with a whirlwind of activity. Sarah's calendar, color-coded to perfection, dictated her schedule. Meetings with clients, brainstorming sessions with her team, and budget reviews were just a few of the tasks that filled her days. In this world of advertising, every moment was an opportunity to create, innovate, and surpass expectations. One of Sarah's greatest strengths was her ability to inspire her team. She fostered an environment where ideas flowed freely, and creativity was nurtured. The walls of her office were adorned with mood boards, client testimonials, and photographs capturing memorable campaign launches. These served as daily reminders of the collective talent and hard work that fueled their successes. Her role as a marketing executive was not without its challenges. Deadlines loomed like ominous storm clouds, and client demands could be relentless. Sarah's phone rang with a constant stream of calls, and her inbox was a never-ending cascade of emails. Yet, she thrived on the fast-paced nature of her profession, using her strategic prowess to navigate the intricate web of client relationships and industry trends. One of the defining characteristics of Sarah's leadership was her ability to see potential in her team members. She believed in nurturing talent and empowering her colleagues to excel. The office was not just a workplace, it was a crucible of growth and opportunity, a place where individuals transformed into marketing mavens. Lunch breaks were often a whirlwind of meetings with clients or quick bites at her desk, but Sarah always made time for a brief stroll around the office. It was during these moments that she engaged in impromptu conversations with her team, offering guidance and providing a listening ear. The bonds she forged with her colleagues were as essential to her as the business relationships she cultivated. As the sun arced across the sky, the office continued to hum with activity. Sarah's role demanded adaptability and innovation, traits that she embodied with grace. Each day was a balancing act of managing client expectations, fostering a creative atmosphere, and ensuring that her team continued to thrive. Chapter 3 painted a vivid picture of Sarah's professional life, showcasing the dynamic world of marketing and the leadership qualities that had propelled her to the role of a marketing executive. It was a place where dreams were transformed into campaigns, and the city's heartbeat echoed through the creative minds of her team.
Chapter 4: The Struggle. In the fast-paced world of advertising, Sarah's daily life was a finely choreographed dance between the demands of her career and the responsibilities of motherhood. The transition from the bustling office to the role of a single mother was marked by a daily race against the clock. The clock struck 5:30 p.m., and the office slowly began to wind down. Sarah's colleagues packed up their work and headed out, but her day was far from over. It was the critical hour, the race to reach Emily's daycare before it closed its doors. Rushing to the elevator, Sarah made quick phone calls to ensure her daughter's pickup arrangements were in order. It was a juggling act that required military precision. Navigating the city's evening rush hour was a test of patience. The bustling streets became a maze of brake lights and impatient honking horns. Sarah's heart raced as she checked her watch, every second counting toward her daughter's safety and well-being. It was a daily reminder that the pressures of work and motherhood were inextricably intertwined. Arriving at the daycare just in the nick of time, Sarah's heart swelled with relief when she saw Emily's smiling face. Her daughter, with her cherubic innocence, was a beacon of joy that illuminated the struggles of the day. They shared a warm hug, a moment of reconnection that bridged the gap between their separate worlds. The evenings were a delicate balancing act of nurturing and discipline. Emily's homework, dinner, and bath time all vied for attention. Sarah's unwavering dedication to her daughter's well-being was evident in the lovingly prepared meals, and the bedtime stories that transported Emily to worlds of wonder. Despite her fatigue, Sarah cherished these moments. It was in these simple, everyday interactions that the bond between mother and daughter grew stronger. The struggles of single parenthood were relentless, but they were countered by the unspoken understanding and love that filled their home. As the city outside grew quiet, Sarah often found herself working late into the night. Her laptop screen cast a soft glow in the dimly lit apartment as she answered emails and fine-tuned campaign strategies. It was a sacrifice she willingly made to provide for Emily, a testament to her unwavering commitment. The challenges of single motherhood and the demands of her career weighed heavily on Sarah, but she carried them with grace and determination. She was not merely a marketing executive, she was a mother who was willing to move mountains to ensure her daughter's happiness and security. Chapter 4 was a window into the daily struggle that defined Sarah's life. It portrayed the delicate balancing act between career and motherhood, the race against time, and the enduring love that fueled her journey. It was a reminder that strength often emerged from the crucible of everyday challenges.
Chapter 5: The Support System. In the heart of Sarah's journey, amid the daily whirlwind of her life as a single mother and a marketing executive, there was a pillar of strength and love that held her world together: her parents, John and Margaret. Living just a short drive away from Sarah's apartment, they were a constant presence in her life. They embodied the true essence of a support system, always ready to step in whenever the demands of her career or the needs of her daughter, Emily, required it. John, with his silver hair and warm smile, was a retired engineer. He filled the role of the ever-dependable babysitter when Sarah had to work late or travel for business. His steady presence provided Emily with the stability she needed, a grandfatherly figure who shared bedtime stories and taught her life's valuable lessons. Margaret, a retired nurse, was the nurturing force in their lives. Her culinary skills were legendary in the family, and she often stepped in to prepare hearty meals when Sarah's work schedule was overwhelming. Her comforting presence and words of wisdom were a source of solace for both Sarah and Emily. Together, John and Margaret created a loving, stable environment for Emily, ensuring that she never felt the absence of her mother during the long hours Sarah spent at the office. Their unwavering support allowed Sarah to maintain her career, secure in the knowledge that her daughter was in the best of hands. But their support extended beyond the practical aspects of childcare. John and Margaret were a constant source of emotional strength for Sarah. In the face of her demanding career and the added challenge of battling breast cancer, they became her confidants, her sounding board, and her pillars of resilience. As Sarah faced the daunting reality of her diagnosis, it was her parents who attended doctor's appointments with her, lending their unwavering support. They became her advocates, researching treatment options and offering a shoulder to lean on during the darkest moments of her battle. Their home, a cozy haven filled with family photographs and the aroma of home-cooked meals, was a refuge for Sarah and Emily. It was a place where laughter and love flowed freely, where the worries of the outside world could be momentarily set aside. In the midst of her cancer treatment, as Sarah grappled with the physical and emotional toll it took on her, her parents became her caregivers. They accompanied her to chemotherapy sessions, offering comfort in the sterile hospital environment. Margaret, with her nursing background, became Sarah's medical advocate, ensuring that every aspect of her care was meticulously managed. Chapter 5 was a tribute to the unwavering support system that John and Margaret provided in Sarah's life. They were the embodiment of love, sacrifice, and family bonds, reinforcing the idea that in the most challenging of times, it's the strength of the support system that carries us through.
Chapter 6: The Health Scare. In the narrative of Sarah's life, Chapter 6 marked the turning point, a chapter that began with a phone call that would change everything. It was a call from her doctor, and as she listened to the words on the other end of the line, her world seemed to come crashing down. The news was as stark as it was terrifying. Sarah had been diagnosed with breast cancer. The initial shock left her feeling like the ground had been ripped from beneath her feet. Cancer, a word that carried with it a heavy burden of fear and uncertainty, had suddenly become a stark reality. The days that followed were a blur of medical appointments, tests, and consultations with specialists. Sarah's parents, John and Margaret, became her unwavering companions, accompanying her to every appointment, providing emotional support, and asking the questions she sometimes couldn't find the strength to articulate. The diagnosis brought with it a whirlwind of emotions. Fear, anger, and confusion swirled within Sarah as she grappled with the enormity of the challenge before her. The demanding world of advertising, where she had thrived, suddenly felt trivial compared to the battle for her health. Sarah's life became a cycle of doctor's visits, medical procedures, and the constant undercurrent of anxiety. Chemotherapy sessions, marked by the sterile hospital environment and the hum of machines, became a grim routine. The physical toll of treatment was relentless, with side effects that left her weak, nauseous, and battling waves of fatigue. But in the midst of the turmoil, Sarah's resilience shone brightly. She was not a passive victim of her diagnosis, she was a fighter. She learned to navigate the complex maze of medical decisions, seeking second opinions and making informed choices about her treatment plan. Her determination to conquer cancer was unwavering, fueled by the love she had for her daughter, Emily. The support system that had been instrumental in her life now rallied around her with even greater fervor. Friends and colleagues sent messages of encouragement and offered to help in any way they could. Sarah's parents, with their unwavering love, became her primary caregivers, ensuring that she had the physical and emotional support needed to withstand the rigors of treatment. As Sarah embarked on her journey to defeat cancer, she discovered a newfound strength within herself. She faced her fear head-on, confronted the debilitating side effects of treatment, and emerged from each session with a resolve that grew stronger with each passing day. Cancer had become an unexpected adversary, but it also revealed the depths of her courage and resilience. Chapter 6 was a chapter of uncertainty, fear, and adversity. It was a chapter that tested Sarah's strength in ways she had never imagined. But it was also a chapter that illuminated the indomitable human spirit, the power of love and support, and the courage to face life's greatest challenges with unwavering determination.
Chapter 7: The Treatment. With her breast cancer diagnosis, Sarah entered the tumultuous world of medical treatment, where each day was a battle against the insidious disease. Chapter 7 marked the beginning of a grueling journey through surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation therapy, a journey that would test her endurance, courage, and resilience. The first step in her battle against cancer was surgery. It was a day fraught with anxiety and anticipation, a day when the sterile smell of the hospital and the sterile white walls closed in around her. Her parents were there, offering comforting words and gentle smiles as they accompanied her into the operating room. It was a moment that marked her determination to confront the disease head-on. The surgery was a success, but it left behind physical scars that served as a constant reminder of the battle she was waging. Recovery was a slow and painful process, but Sarah faced it with the same tenacity that had defined her career. She was determined not to let the disease define her. Next came chemotherapy, a regimen of powerful drugs that held the promise of eradicating the cancer cells, but at a cost. The sessions were an emotional rollercoaster, with the stark, clinical environment contrasting sharply with the warmth of her parents' presence. The physical side effects were punishing, with nausea, hair loss, and fatigue becoming constant companions. Despite the hardships, Sarah approached chemotherapy with an unwavering spirit. She found solace in the camaraderie of fellow patients in the treatment center, sharing stories and offering support to those on similar journeys. Her daughter, Emily, was a source of inspiration, a reminder that she was fighting not just for her own life but for the future they would share. Radiation therapy followed, a daily ritual that required relentless determination. Each day, Sarah made the journey to the radiation center, where she would lie still on the treatment table as the machine whirred to life, targeting the cancerous cells with precision. It was a process that left her physically drained, but it was also a step closer to victory. Throughout her treatment, Sarah's parents were her unwavering allies. They attended every appointment, held her hand during the most challenging moments, and provided a source of strength that was immeasurable. Their love was the bedrock upon which her resilience was built. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Sarah's body bore the marks of her battle. But it also bore the marks of her victory. The disease that had once seemed insurmountable was slowly retreating, its grip weakening with each round of treatment. Chapter 7 was a chapter of endurance and perseverance. It was a chapter that portrayed the grueling reality of cancer treatment, but it also celebrated the indomitable spirit of a woman who refused to surrender to the disease. It was a testament to the power of love, the strength of a support system, and the unwavering courage of the human spirit in the face of adversity.
Chapter 8: The Resilience. In Chapter 8 of Sarah's journey, the resilience that had defined her character throughout her life and the battle against cancer reached its zenith. It was a chapter of transformation, of emerging from the crucible of treatment stronger and more determined than ever. Sarah's body bore the scars of her battle, but her spirit remained unbroken. The debilitating side effects of chemotherapy and radiation therapy had tested her endurance, but she faced each day with a determination to conquer the disease and reclaim her life. One of the defining features of Sarah's resilience was her unwavering optimism. She surrounded herself with positivity, seeking inspiration from stories of cancer survivors who had triumphed over the odds. The walls of her home were adorned with motivational quotes and artwork that reminded her of the strength that lay within her. Her daughter, Emily, was her greatest source of inspiration. The love she felt for her child was a powerful motivator, and seeing Emily's smiling face every day reminded her of the future she was fighting to secure. Sarah was determined to be a pillar of strength for her daughter, to show her that even in the face of adversity, one could emerge victorious. The support system that had sustained Sarah throughout her journey remained steadfast. Her parents continued to provide unwavering love and care, ensuring that her physical and emotional needs were met. Friends and colleagues sent messages of encouragement, offering a lifeline of support during her darkest moments. Sarah's return to work marked a significant milestone in her journey. It was a testament to her resilience that she could step back into the demanding world of marketing, albeit with a renewed perspective. Her colleagues welcomed her with open arms, and her leadership was met with even greater respect and admiration. The experience had transformed Sarah in profound ways. She had discovered a reservoir of inner strength that she never knew she possessed. Her priorities had shifted, and she embraced life's precious moments with a newfound appreciation. The daily routines and challenges that had once seemed mundane now held a profound significance. As the months passed, Sarah's medical reports began to show signs of victory. The cancer cells were retreating, their grip weakening with each passing day. She continued to attend follow-up appointments, a reminder that the battle was not yet over but that the light at the end of the tunnel was growing brighter. Chapter 8 was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It showcased Sarah's ability to face adversity head-on, to emerge from the depths of despair stronger and more determined. It was a chapter that celebrated the power of love, the unwavering support of a family, and the incredible strength that can be found within the everyday hero. Sarah's journey was not just one of survival, it was a testament to the triumph of the human will.
Chapter 9: The Victory. In Chapter 9 of Sarah's extraordinary journey, the narrative took a turn toward jubilation and celebration, where the hard-fought victory over breast cancer was not just a personal triumph but a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human soul. The day Sarah received the life-changing news that she was cancer-free marked the dawn of a new era. Her doctor's words, "You are cancer-free," echoed in her ears like a sweet melody. The weight that had hung heavily on her shoulders for so long was finally lifted, replaced by an overwhelming sense of relief, gratitude, and profound joy. The moment was surreal. Sarah stood on the precipice of an exhilarating new chapter in her life, her heart brimming with emotions she couldn't quite put into words. Tears of elation streamed down her face as she embraced the doctor who had guided her through the arduous journey of treatment. Sarah's victory over cancer was a triumph that extended beyond the boundaries of her own life. It was a collective victory celebrated by her parents, friends, colleagues, and the countless others who had supported her throughout the journey. Their tears of happiness mingled with hers, and their warm embraces were filled with shared relief and unspoken words of admiration. Returning to her role as a marketing executive was a triumphant affirmation of Sarah's resilience and strength. Her colleagues welcomed her back with open arms and hearts full of admiration. Her leadership was now seen through a new lens, one that emphasized her courage, determination, and the unwavering spirit that had driven her to conquer cancer. Sarah's return to the bustling office was a symbol of normalcy and a testament to the tenacity of the human spirit. The mundane routines and daily challenges of her career, which had once felt ordinary, now held a profound significance. Each day was a gift, an opportunity to savor life's moments and cherish the simple joys. Life after cancer was a second chance at everything she held dear. Sarah reveled in the precious moments with her daughter, Emily, who had been her guiding light throughout the battle. The daily routines of school, homework, and bedtime stories took on a new, deeper meaning as they celebrated their shared victory over adversity. Sarah's triumphant journey was not just a personal story, it became an inspiration to others facing similar battles. She became an advocate for breast cancer awareness, sharing her story to offer hope and encouragement to those who needed it most. Her message resonated far and wide. Victory over cancer was possible, and the human spirit could conquer even the most formidable challenges. Chapter 9 was a chapter of joy, inspiration, and celebration. It was a reminder that, in the face of adversity, the human spirit could rise above and triumph. Sarah's journey was a story of hope, resilience, and the unwavering support of loved ones. It was a testament to the extraordinary strength that could be found within the ordinary moments of life.
In the end, Sarah's story was nothing short of a modern-day epic, an odyssey that spanned the realms of the everyday and the extraordinary. It was a narrative that underscored the power of perseverance, the indispensable role of a steadfast support system, and the boundless resilience of the human spirit. Sarah's journey was a testament to the fact that heroism is not confined to epic battles or grand adventures. It can be found in the daily routines, the relentless pursuit of excellence in one's career, and the unwavering commitment to the well-being of a loved one. Her ordinary mornings, with their buzzing alarm clocks and hurried commutes, became the crucible in which her extraordinary strength was forged. Her support system, embodied by her parents, John and Margaret, exemplified the strength that comes from unwavering love and familial bonds. Their presence was not merely a comforting presence, but a lifeline that sustained her through the darkest days of her life. They were the embodiment of selflessness, providing both the emotional and practical support that enabled Sarah to carry on. Sarah's story was a reminder that the human spirit is not easily broken. When confronted with a life-altering diagnosis, she met the challenge with unwavering determination. Her journey through surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation therapy showcased her resilience, the unyielding will to overcome adversity, and her refusal to be defined by her illness. Throughout her battle, Sarah's optimism remained unshaken. She adorned her life with messages of hope, surrounded herself with positivity, and became an inspiration not only to herself but to everyone who crossed her path. Her daughter, Emily, was her constant source of motivation, a living testament to the love and strength that fueled her fight. In the end, Sarah's journey was a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within each of us. It was a story of finding heroism in the everyday, of overcoming the most formidable challenges, and of emerging from the crucible of adversity stronger and more resolute. It was a narrative that underscored the transformative power of love, support, and the unwavering human spirit. Sarah's story would resonate with anyone who has faced adversity, reminding them that they, too, possess the capacity for everyday heroism. In the end, her tale served as a shining beacon of hope, a testament to the fact that the most extraordinary feats can be achieved through the simple acts of perseverance, love, and unwavering resilience.